Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. We are continuing to build our cement truck. Hopefully it's going to work like a cement truck. So what I've done is I brought in the fire truck here. I had to get this fire truck working and I added a couple of things to it. We'll just go over it. I'm still kind of working on it right now. But it will, you can turn the water on. And you can turn the way with the nose. Up, down. So essentially what I want to do is I want to do something similar, but I want to do that for the concrete coming out of the back of let's see, water off. Yeah, I had to make this the water controls. Is there lights? Yeah, there we go. It's pretty cool. There were some deployables in the back as well. I didn't make this model. I got the model. It was just free in the workbox, in the toolbox. It's actually pretty neat. Pretty neat model. But it wasn't complete, and it didn't have the water cannon control on it. So how does that work exactly? How does the water cannon in the fire truck work? Well, what it does is it has this water script, and what it does is it makes oh, that's the smoke and the fire. We're here. That's when it hits something. Is it this one here? I've got water on. Yes, here we go. Water. Oh my goodness. It's just as fancy. Basically what it does is it turns on the water, turns on the spray, and then what it does is it makes like a missile. It just creates a part, and what it does is it just gives it velocity, right? That's basically it. Parent.body thrust clone. And what it does is we don't have to add the thrust. I think the thrust is something that's here. Where is it here? Water station. Where's the missile? Water script, I call it. Oh, yes, and it clones the water script into the missile when it creates it. All right, that's basically it. That's basically it. So what I want to do is I want to, so if we said, see here it says transparency 1, I'll turn the transparency to 0, and now we'll see that it's actually shooting out blocks. It's not just, let's see, activate that, that's what it does. So then what you can do is you can this one here. But where is the body thrust? That's the nozzle. Script up parent dot body thrust. Script up parent dot body thrust. Here it is right here. There it is. That's what we're editing to give it its trajectory. it's x, y, and z. So if we said 0 and 0, for example, it should just roll right off. So we'll say 1 on. See how it's just dropping there? So we can assume that our x is linear. So we can say this 100. We can say this maybe 5. Oh no, this doesn't work that way. What's this force? Is that force or is that location? The amount of force extend on each axis, relative to each part. Oh, I see. Let's just crank this up. Let's crank this up. Yeah, there we go. Give me all that force on X. You're gone. You're gone. You're gone. So I'm guessing here we probably wanted to be like maybe something like that. I don't know. I've never actually played around with this. This is the first time I'm actually playing around with it. But this is what I want to do on the backside. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make them cylinders. And they're just going to drop into here and they're going to roll down. So they don't actually need to have any thrust to them. I guess I'm just going to play around. You see how it's dropping there? It's dropping. They had Z set to quite a bit here. Quite a bit. Let's see. Let's try that. Oh yeah, it's going that way. It's going that way. So if we said minus like that, they'll shoot forward. That's quite a bit of thrust. There we go. So now that's basically a weapon. This could be, we could turn that into a cannon, like a gun or something like that. I don't actually have the combat system that's in the game. I know there's already a combat system there, but you could now with that part, you could give it, you can say when it comes into contact with another part, it does damage or whatever. Basically, that's it. So we probably want to turn that down. We probably want to turn that down like maybe 2,000. But yeah, you get the idea. That's the basic principle of it. And then inside it, no, it needs to be quite a bit more than that. 2,000, let's say 20,000. No, let's try 200,000. Too much. Let's try 100,000. Just keep going backwards. 75. I mean, that's pretty good. The idea is that it goes to the end of the water, right? Maybe that's a little bit too much. 100,000. We can say 75. Let's say 70,000. Try and dial it in here. That's still way too much. Way too much. Let's try 10,000. Not enough. All right. It's trial and error, right? It's trial and error, trial and error, trial and error, trial and error. Okay, we got it. It's so funny. So now it's shooting in one direction. It's shooting in one direction. I want to say I already tried 20,000, but it wasn't enough. Yeah. So now what we need to do is then we need to say like it needs to go up a little bit, right? Do something like that. Appears to be upside down. Anyways, that's the idea there. I'm not gonna continue playing around with that. But basically, all I wanted to do was get to the when we turn it on, where it clones the creates the missile. Yeah, missile.parent workspace. And then it destroys it. And then it destroys it. But missile, this is a new part, yeah. That's the size of it. So this is basically the same thing I was doing. Oh, but we just instance.new. Oh, I see. That's kind of the difference here. All right, and that's not what I was doing. Okay. Yeah, because I made it crash. And so what I'm gonna do is we'll just take this here. I want to scale this up like that, and I just want to anchor it. And then I want to insert the script here. And then I want to do this. Inside here. When what? Let's insert object. Prompt. This will be the easiest way to test it. I'll just make a button, and then every time you fire the button, script, parent, proximity prompt, let's say button, trigger ended, connect, function, and just like that. All right, so it creates the part, and then where does it put it now? Clones the script, clones the thrust, makes the missile C-frame this C-frame here. Oh, I see. Here, let's do this. Oh, then it uses the spawn function. Oh, that's what it is. It uses spawn. Okay, interesting. So let's do this. And then let's do that, because we want to have that also, where it's going to be the player that activates the button. And so we want to set the network owner to player. Probably what I'll do is I'll rename it, but if it's going to be destroyed after a second, and then we'll say can't collect true, and that way it'll drop on the ground. Cool. If we had like a conveyor belt underneath it, it would go into a conveyor belt, and then interesting. No, don't see nothing. do we need a, probably need a C frame then. I wonder, let's just take, let's script parent on. I just need a C frame to give it maybe perhaps. I'll take the C frame from here. We just need the position, is it? Yeah. Missile.cFrame equals cFrame. Where is that in here? Equals, and then what do they use for that? Moves it away a little bit. So we just say script.parent.cFrame maybe. Scripts.parent.cFrame. Let's try that. Yeah, look at that. We're able to spawn in an object. Oh, that's so cool. I mean, I was always wondering how they did that, like with the Tycoon games and the tower defense games and stuff. Like, how do they spawn that stuff in? We just figured it out, how to spawn stuff in. Wow. Was I recording? I was. We're 16 minutes in. Yeah. All right. So that's good. So that'll be part 2. I'll put that in part 2. How to spawn stuff in. Cool. So now if we make it a, if we change it, it's a part. So if we change it to a sphere. Let's see. Yes. Let's see. Maybe that. I'm able to create object instance sphere. Can I only make it a part? Selection sphere? Is that all I can do? What's this? So this is a sphere handle deployment? I don't even know what that is. Let's see what that is. I don't know what that is. Alright, no, I can't. So I can create a part, but I don't know how to make it. I'll have to make it like. Let's see if I make it 1 by 1 by 1. It's a bit smaller. That might have to work. Yeah, that can work. And then it'll spawn. So then what we'll do is we can say we can wrap this spawn function in here. We can say while true do, and then we can end that here like that, right? And then we will say maybe insert object. I don't know. Let's get a boolean in there. And let's rename that to on. All right, and then we'll say local on equals scripts parent dot on, and then we will say on dot value equals true. And then we'll say else. If on dot value is So do something like that. We'll get rid of this here, and we're gonna wrap that into here, down in here. That should be like that. So it's gonna do all of that. All true do, and then let's just see how that goes. I'm gonna save it first, just in case it crashes like it did the last time. All right. Yes, sir. It crashed. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that happens from time to time. It crashes. It crashes. Ignore that. Open from file. I don't even know what that was. Cement truck? Cement truck build. Alright, so what happened there? What happened? It must have been this. Maybe I need to take that, and I need to put that into here. That's probably better. And then this spawn function. It's like that. This is the end of the while loop. No, it keeps crashing. It keeps crashing. It doesn't like the loop. It likes that I have to. We have to find a better way of sorting this out. Maybe I should take this here and put that in there. Let's try that. There we go. Attempt to index Boolean with value. Script apparent.on. On.value equals true. There we go. And now it should continuously spawn. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, it will continuously spawn, so we don't want it to do that. So this is while wait do. So maybe we'll change that to a while wait do. Let's try that. Yes, success. Works with the while with the wait. So we probably don't need this. Probably don't need that. This Boolean. Let's see. We don't need it yet. Oh, that's a problem with the script. Problem with the script. Right, because this here is just, this is what creates the block, the missile, using the spawn function. There we go. Awesome. So you see where they're dropping from. So now I have to take this and I need to rotate it this way. I think that's right. No, alright, whatever. Okay, so now what I need to do is I need to move this into here. We're going to move this way. And what I need is another cylinder here. So there you go. In case you're wondering how that works, you just have to put it, add it to a wait, while wait do instead of while true do, and it seemed to have seemed to work quite well. Okay, so I'm going to take that, and then I'm going to take this, duplicate that, move it up like that, and here, and then we're going to go model. We're going to negate that. And that, and then we're going to union this together. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, then what I want to do is I want to do this. I just want to see first if this is going to work here. Let's do this. This. We're going to rotate it down like that. Maybe. Not quite. 45. There we go. And I'm going to temporarily anchor it. Let's see what happens here. Oh, they're falling out the backside. There we go. Now we're pouring concrete. How cool is that? It's not, you know what I mean? It's not really like, you know, so now what we need to do is we need to add some particles to it. We need to add some effects to it to see if we can make this like, you know, better. So if we took like a particle emitter and if we said like, let's see, if we said back, nope, be front. All right, and then if we change the time scale to something like that, and then if I took the, where is the water? If I took that texture, let's see if I duplicate it, 3. I would duplicate that one. I just need more. We need more particles. We need more particles. So rate would need to be like that. Surface, and then kind of, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what else. So the other effect that I have is the snow. But I mean, I thought I could change the that's the size. Acceleration, time scale. That's probably good. And then we want to change the color here. Change to gray. Now I thought there was a way we could like only change the size maybe. Ooh, that's cool. It's just to give the effect, right? It turns on, you know, it's this block here. If you'll see in the workspace. That's what's being created over and over and over again. So we changed the name of that to cement. And then when that block, you know, that's cool. There it is. The cement truck. So now we just need to get the chute working and get the rest of that working. And yeah, I'll figure that out. I'm actually going to work on that in just a little bit. I'm going now about an hour and a half to part 1, part 2. That's going to do it for part 2. I'm really sorry. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, that's going to be it for me for probably a few days on the channel here. And yeah, enjoy.